Welcome back to the humble throne, where leadership isn't about pushing through, it's about knowing when to pause, where leadership sheds its armor and steps into truth. I'm Todd Robatin, and today we're tackling a quiet epidemic, a tension that lives quietly inside so many leaders, and yet we don't like putting a name to it. That's right, we're talking about burnout, disguised as bravado. It's that moment when I'm fine becomes your default, when showing up starts to feel more like survival than service, and when the applause gets louder, but your energy gets lower or is completely gone. This episode is for the leader who's been powering through, but is starting to wonder, what's the cost of pretending like I'm okay? The reality is, if we don't talk about this tension between pressure to perform and the need to rest, we'll keep honoring exhaustion like it's excellence and something we need to attain. You see, leadership culture and the societal script we've all been handed to follow as leaders for so many years has a major flaw. We celebrate the ones who stay late, who hustle hard, the ones who never flinch, at least on the outside. This script says things like push harder, show no weakness, keep going no matter what. And if you're tired, smile anyway. If you're overwhelmed, just work smarter. If you're hurting, don't let it show. You've got people that are watching. They can't see you like that. But underneath that facade, all that applause and accolade, or even a bonus or promotion or two, you find holistic depletion. Sometimes loneliness like you've never imagined. The script rewards bravado, but it punishes vulnerability. And over time, this script becomes a trap that breaks you down completely to rubble in every sense of who you are. Bravado says, I got this. But burnout whispers, sometimes screams, but I don't know how much longer I can take this. A few years ago, I met with a founder, let's call him Steve. He was relaunching his third startup and was expanding rapidly. He had the press, the funding, the buzz. His calendar was packed solid, his inbox overflowing and out of control, and his team was growing at an insane rate. From the outside, he was thriving. But one afternoon, after our weekly team call, he pulled me aside and he said, Todd, I can't remember the last time I felt joy doing this. And that statement hit me like a brick. I could feel the pressure of its words as they exited his mouth. And if you've ever been in this situation, even me talking about it might bring that back to your forefront. Because I'm sure at some point or another, we've all been there. But here's the problem with Steve, he was successful. He was performing every role of leadership he could muster, while at the same time abandoning himself in the pursuit of global expansion from the inside out. He was scorched and hanging on emotionally by a thread, if there was even a thread left. But here's the thing most people didn't have a clue because he was so good at bravado. He would tell a joke in a meeting, he would tell a success story, he'd say a motivational quote and rally the troops. But he was still feeling out of place. You see, Steve didn't need another productivity hack. He didn't need a better calendar system, but he did need permission from himself and his team to be human again, to rest and not feel guilty, to feel and not feel ashamed. He needed permission to just stop performing like everything was hunky dory and allow himself to start healing. And that's what humility offers. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. So let's talk about the difference. Bravado says, I got this. I'm fine. I'll push through. But burnout whispers, I don't know how much longer I can do this. I'm losing myself somehow. Or simply, I need help. Bravado, sure, it protects your image, your brand, your social status, and maybe for some of you, your stock price. But humility protects your spirit, your mind, your body, and your soul. Humility offers the courage to step back, the wisdom to ask for help and to delegate to your team, give them some trust. And it also offers the grace to recover, not just perform. And in the end, the leader who knows when to pause, when to step away, they're the ones that lead stronger, longer, and have more impact, not just at work, but in their lives in general, in their families, in their communities. So let's ground this discussion in today's humble truths. Number one, bravado is a mask, burnout is a message. If you're constantly performing strength, ask yourself, what's the cost? Is it really worth it in the end? Number two, rest isn't weakness. Even though we've all been told the opposite, let me say that again. Rest isn't weakness, it's strategy. Recovery is not optional, it's essential. Athletes know this, artists know this. Leaders, we all need to know this too and live it out. And number three, a humble leader listens when their body whispers. Before it screams, before it breaks, before the joy completely dissipates. So here's my question for you. Where are you powering through when you might need to pause? And what would it look like to reclaim just one moment this week? Not to push harder and to push through, but to soften inward. Maybe it's a walk without your phone. Maybe it's saying no to just one more meeting. Maybe it's telling someone, I am not okay right now. I need help. That's not weakness. That's leadership, and it's essential. Before we close, I want to offer a simple practice that we can all use when we're feeling overwhelmed and burnt out and don't know how to reset. Let's call it the 3-minute retreat. Here's how it works: step away from your screen, turn off your phone, and close your eyes. Imagine yourself in a peaceful place. Maybe that's on the beach or in a hammock at a campsite in the middle of the woods. Maybe it's just in some comfy pajamas on a cold winter or fall night with a hot chocolate or hot cider. You choose. Wherever it is, close your eyes and take yourself there. And then ask yourself, what do I need right now? Take a big, deep breath and listen. Listen to your body and how it answers the question, and then honor that answer and address it. It seems simple. It seems almost a little fake, but allow yourself the permission to listen honestly. The truth is, you don't need a vacation to begin healing, even though we all need that escape from time to time too. But you do need a moment of honesty with yourself to truly be able to lead with humility and grace and power for the long haul. Next time, we're talking about legacy in the background. We'll explore quiet impact, hidden influence, and the kind of leadership that shapes the future without chasing applause. But until then, lead soft, honor your limits, and remember, The most powerful leaders know how to retreat with grace so they can return with strength. Thanks for sitting with me today on the humble throne.